Okay, so for section 6.2, number 15, the graph of the function, which is equal to the base of 14 to the power of x, is reflected about the x-axis and shifted upward 3 units. What is the equation of the new function? So what we want to do is we want to be able to find an equation of the general form f of x, which is equal to a times the base of b to the power of x plus c plus d. So one of the first things we need to take a look at, okay, on that graph, what is the base of that function? Well, the base is equal to 14. Now it says that it's reflected about the x-axis. If it's reflected about the x-axis, that means the value of a is going to be -1. And then we know it's going to be shifted upward 3 units. And if it's shifted upward 3 units, then we know that d is equal to 3. And also, we do not see anything that's being shifted either left or right, so we know that c is equal to 0, so there's no shift left or right. So now we're going to go ahead and plug in the values for the function. So we're going to have g of x, which is equal to the value of a, which is -1. It has a base of 14 to the power of x, and then plus 3. So we get negative times the base of 14 to the power of x plus 3, or we can reorder this and write this as 3 minus the base of 14 to the x power. And therefore, that's what we get for the first part of the solution. The next part, they want us to find and state the y-intercept of the function. So the y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So we're going to plug in 0 into that function. So we got 3 minus 14 to the 0 power. 14 to the 0 power is equal to 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So therefore, the y-intercept has an x value of 0 and a y value of 2. And then we're going to state the domain and range of the function. Well, the domain goes from -infinity to +infinity, and the horizontal asymptote is when y is equal to the value of d. So the value of d was 3, so therefore we know it's going to be y is equal to 3 and a decreasing function. And since we know that, then therefore the range is going to go from -infinity to +3.